Hey, what is up internet? Welcome back to the channel. So I guess it's been about 1 month since the Galaxy S10 was launched in India, and I know there are hundred of reviews of its camera on YouTube. But today I will compare it against the OnePlus 60. But why the OnePlus 60 you may ask? Well, because मेरे पास वही phone है इस समय. So the OnePlus 60 is known for its flagship level specifications except the camera. There are a lot of reviewers on YouTube who want to stick with the OnePlus 60 for its user interface and specifications, but they keep on going back to the Pixels or Samsungs or even iPhones for the better cameras they offer. So I really wanted to see if the Samsung Galaxy S10's camera is all that much better than the OnePlus 60. So this will be a detailed camera comparison between the OnePlus 60 and the Samsung Galaxy S10. So without any further ado, let's get started. क्या शॉट दिया भाई ने. As always, let me first brief you about the camera specifications of both the phones. The Samsung Galaxy S10 comes with a triple camera setup. The primary camera is a 12 megapixel sensor with a variable aperture of f1.5 to 2.4. Then there is an ultra wide sensor with a 16 megapixels and a f2.4 aperture again. And then there is a third 12 megapixel sensor with a telephoto lens again with f2.4 aperture. The telephoto lens and the primary camera sensor on the Galaxy S10 is optically stabilized, while the ultra-wide sensor is not. The OnePlus 60 on the other hand comes with a primary 60 megapixel main camera with f1.7 aperture, while there is a secondary 20 megapixel camera again with f1.7 aperture. The primary camera of the OnePlus 60 is also optically stabilized. When we take both the phones in the broad daylight, the Galaxy S10 and the OnePlus 60 come pretty close, at least in my opinion. The 60's camera captures slightly warmer photos, while the S10 brings out more natural yet pleasing to the eyes photos. Like in this particular shot, you can clearly see the difference in the color of the grass between the two pictures. Photos from the S10 are also more sharper thanks to the superior camera sensor, but there is definitely a bit of over sharpening happening here. Like in this particular shot, the 60's photo is a bit washed out in my opinion, but it is also slightly less sharper. Both the phones also go neck to neck when it comes to dynamic range, and that I guess are points up for the 60 given its asking price. But one thing where the Galaxy S10 clearly takes the cake is the wide angle camera. In my opinion, having a wide angle sensor on your phone makes so much more sense than a depth sensor or even a telephoto lens. Look at this particular shot where I could capture the entire building while the 60 could only capture the waterfall. In terms of portraits, both the phones captures some good shots in my opinion, but the Galaxy S10 does a better job at edge detection. Also notice that the 60 makes the color of the skin a little warmer than natural, which might be an issue for some. Nevertheless, both of them do a good job when it comes to portrait. In terms of close-ups and macro shots, the 60 again came really close in my opinion, and the natural shallow depth of field is equally good in both the 60 and S10. I'm really impressed with 60's still photography till now, and I'm not saying that because I own one. This is one of the shots where I think the S10 clearly does a lot better job at color reproduction and sharpness. There is just so much more detail in S10's photo, while 60's photo is not bad by any means, but it is just not up there with the S10. The natural bokeh effect is actually good in both the shots, but the 60 actually manages to light up the subject better than the S10 in some shots. In low light as well, the story pretty much remains the same. The pictures from the S10 has more detail, but it does not demolishes OnePlus 60 pictures by any means. The S10 takes better shots in almost all scenarios, and that was kind of expected, but for me, the difference is not that convincing. In terms of portraits in low light, the 60 photos are more pleasing to the eyes, but S10 did a better job at putting up more detail and natural colors. Again, a statement which has become quite repetitive in this video. When you flip the phones and talk about front-facing cameras, the results are actually quite interesting. 9 out of 10 times I would pick the photos from the OnePlus 60 because they just look better to me. On the other hand, the S10 has a slightly wider field of view, which does make it up for more group selfies than on the 60. Let me know what do you guys think about the front-facing cameras of both these devices, because I'm actually curious to know that. One area where the Galaxy S10 is definitely better than the OnePlus 6T is in the video shooting capabilities. So let's have a look at some of the video samples as short so that you have an idea about the stabilization and the audio capture. So this part of the footage is being shot from the OnePlus 6T. I'm shooting at 4K at 60 FPS. So you must have got the idea of the stabilization and the audio capture. So this part of the footage is being shot from the Galaxy S10. I'm again shooting at 4K with 60 FPS. So let me know what you guys think about the stabilization and the audio capture. Okay, this part of the footage is being captured from the front camera of the OnePlus 6T. The OnePlus 6T can only shoot at 1080p from the front camera. So let me know what you guys think about the audio capture and the stabilization. Okay, this part of the footage is being shot from the front camera of the Galaxy S10. The Galaxy S10 can actually shoot at 4K with the front camera as well. So let me know what you guys think about the stabilization and the audio capture. So there you have it, guys. This was my detailed camera comparison between the OnePlus 6T and the Galaxy S10. I think, in my opinion, the 6T came closer than I expected in terms of photos, but when it comes to shooting videos, I think the Samsung Galaxy S10 was a clear winner. And further features like the availability of a dedicated wide-angle lens and a telephoto lens, and software features like shooting videos at 720p at 960 frames per second makes the Galaxy S10 a clear winner for me. What do you guys think? Would you rather go for the Samsung Galaxy S10, which I guess is one of the best cameras in the market right now, or would you rather stick with the OnePlus 6T, which still does a decent job and is actually available for about half the price of the Galaxy S10? Let us know in the comment section below. So yes guys, this was it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and more importantly, press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. So till then, keep asking and I'll see you in the next one.